What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 663 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 4 of Crossfire. This, of course, is the go-home edition as we prepare for the mega event that is Point Break, going to go down next week, more than likely next Thursday and Friday. Probably going to be in 2 parts. I'm not entirely sure yet, but of course I will let you know as soon as I hashtag confirm it, as we delve right into the action here. No time to waste, getting into the thick of it. Things getting underway as the Zero-G champion Zach Angel takes on J Mamba, and what promises to be a high-octane match is already delivering, as these two came out swinging German suplex from Zach Angel, and there, of course, in the corner of the champ, you can see his new disciple, if you will, in Kingsley. Zach Angel's got a big task at Point Break in defending his Zero-G championship against not only Jason Spade, the man he won the title from, but Ozone as well in a triple threat match. Meanwhile, J Mamba going to be involved in a championship match of his own, as he'll be facing Jarek Lawson to crown a new Rising Star champion. Maybe there's a Zero-G championship match in the future of J Mamba as well, if he's victorious here, defeating the champion. But right now, he's got to be focused on Angel in that ring, and then Jarek Lawson at Point Break. Both Mamba and Lawson winning their respective triple threats to advance to the finals of the Rising Star Championship Tournament. And Jarek Lawson will have a tune-up match of his own a little bit later on tonight. But Mamba certainly has the taller task as he gets a knee right to the face. Zach Angel has been lethal since winning the Zero-G championship at the top of the season. Quite a winning streak he is starting to build, and J Mamba might be the next piece of the puzzle. Bam! There's that nasty heel kick. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But Mamba, in only his second CMV match, believe it or not, not going to be so easily toppled. But Zach Angel has that devastating dragon sleeper of his he's used to tap out Jason Spade not once but twice this past month. Seems like Mamba was able to evade it, but for how long? Butterfly lung blower, double knees to the chest, going to suck the air out of Angel, and J Mamba could pull off a huge upset here to kick off Crossfire episode 4. Just dang near got the 3 count, but Angel saying not just yet. Standing shooting star press. Not backing down though. Black Lightning with another butterfly lung blower. Quickly into the pin he goes. 1, 2. Man, Mamba getting a bit agitated. Oh my God, this kid not stopping, and I guess that's the only way you can go after somebody like Zach Angel. What are we seeing here? A third butterfly lung blower. Will that finally do it? 1, 2, no! 3 in a row, and Mamba understandably frustrated. But he has to stay focused, and that's why Zach Angel got himself just a little bit of breathing room. Now able to take back control. An attempted bicycle kick. Zach Angel, though, was at a safe distance, and now a couple of clotheslines and a calf kick later, J Mamba's luck has certainly turned around. Jumping cutter. Mamba backing Angel into a corner, though. Bag slide driver. Another shooting star press. Let's not forget that Zach Angel, the 2 challengers at Point Break, going to be in action later on tonight against each other. Ozone, Jason Spade, Falls Count Anywhere. That's a match that a lot of people, including those 2, have been looking forward to. has the potential to steal the show. There's no doubt about that, but Jay Mamba very impressive in his current outing against Zach Angel. Both of these men want that momentum going into Point Break for their respective title bouts. Another super kick. This time Zach Angel has the wherewithal to avoid it. Kingsley keeping a watchful eye at ringside. Oh, there it is! Zach Angel, the cutter, transitioning into the Dragon Sleeper. Nobody has escaped this yet. Will Jay Mamba succumb to the will of Zach Angel? No, refusing to tap, but perhaps passing out in the process. 1, 2. Jay Mamba bringing these fans up onto their feet, not only surviving the sigil, as Zach Angel likes to call it, but then kicking out, dropkick. Zach Angel just shrugging it off, tipping up, but Jay Mamba on his A game, baby. Barreling towards that Rising Star Championship match. Jarek Lawson, I hope you're watching a fourth. Lung blower. 1, 2, 3. Jay Mamba has just pinned the Zero G champion. And there is no better way to head into Point Break than that right there. Hang on, Zach Angel seems like he's building an unholy alliance here in Crossfire. Maybe Mamba is on his radar now after that. What a match, man. Mamba, he's got to be a favorite going into Point Break. How will Jarek Lawson respond later on tonight? And what does the future hold between Mamba and Zach Angel after that handshake? Coming up next, guys, the CMV United States Championship is going to be on the line. Joseph Santos upset Robert Cross a couple of weeks ago, and an outcome that still has people talking, including Joseph Santos, who has been so ecstatic this past week or so after learning this matchup was made. His chance to finally win some singles gold. And the streak that he's been on, man, he came back new, improved, better than we have ever seen him before. But when the lights are on bright, when the championship is actually on the line, does Joseph Santos have a chance against Robert Cross, who is fuming and no sort of good mood, but maybe feeling just a tad bit better after he pinned Chris Diamond in that tag team match last week on Supremacy? But don't forget, at Point Break next week, he and Diamond one-on-one, no holds barred. Will Robert Cross be able to focus on Joseph Santos here? I think that's what allowed Santos to defeat him the last time they went one-on-one. Robert Cross was so busy worrying about Chris Diamond and what his plans were, he wasn't able to, commit himself to the match. Will that mistake be made again here tonight with his championship on the line? His first defense since being crowned champion on the very first episode of Crossfire. Remember that unique opportunity allowing him from the shadows. Is that? It is! It's Diamond! It's Diamond here on Crossfire! Chris Diamond stalking Robert Cross! Robert Cross has no idea that Diamond in the shadows is just stalking him. This is eerie. But what is he doing? He's not attacking Robert. Robert Cross finally realizes, looks over his shoulder like, what the hell? And Robert Cross, maybe he knew Diamond was behind him all along, was just leading him down the ramp. The champion throwing down his belt and saying, Diamond, you want a preview of Point Break? I'll give it to you. Oh, but what about Joseph Santos? What about the title match? Knee to the side of the head. Chris Diamond obviously still thinking about that loss on Supremacy last week, being pinned by Robert Cross. The only thing that's been on his mind these past couple of months is revenge. And he has his chance for it at Point Break, no holds barred, but apparently he wanted to get it on a bit early. Referee James trying to wave these two off, maybe get some security down here. Guys, I don't think we're getting a United States Championship match here tonight. It doesn't seem like it. Chris Diamond finally getting an upper hand. I mean, kudos to Robert Cross for fighting Chris Diamond in sunglasses and a jacket right now, but may not have been such a smart move. What am I, Italian? Might not have been and an enziguri. Chris Diamond has the last laugh, ladies and gentlemen, as he towers over Robert Cross and security comes pouring down the ramp to finally pull him back before he does something he may very well regret. I get that Chris Diamond is not in a good headspace right now, and I get that all he thinks about night and day is making Robert Cross pay, but he may have kind of inadvertently helped out Robert Cross there, because the United States Championship match was thrown out. Cross now doesn't have to defend his title tonight. Instead, he's being taken to the medical facility here in the arena to get checked on after that nasty enziguri while Diamond is ejected. I don't know, I like Diamond. He's a good kid. I think that Robert Cross did him dirty, but the current mental state he's in, he's a danger to everyone around him and himself. And you know who's not going to be a happy camper? Joseph Santos. I feel bad for him. But the show must go on, and up next, guys, Jarek Lawson set to go one-on-one with Mystery Mask III. We saw Jay Mamba at the top of the show knock off Zero-G champion Zach Angel in quite an upset. Will Jarek Lawson be able to match that momentum heading into Point Break in their match for the Rising Star Championship? Right now he's got Mystery Mask III to deal with. This man of mystery we've seen these last few weeks. And certainly living up to his name, because I could swear to God, dude, that every single week he comes out here, there's something different about him. His height, his weight, his skin color, the way he wrestles. Maybe it's just me. Maybe good old Dashing is just slowly but surely losing it. But somebody please say that they're seeing it too. And there's been weird occurrences during his matches also, like random music going off, lights flickering. I mean, oh, and there it is again! There it is again! The music's going off, and there's nobody there! There's nobody there! Just as I was saying it, what the hell is going on? Mystery Mask III completely bamboozled, but now returning his attention to the match as he sprays the entire crowd with an imaginary Tommy gun. Jarek Lawson perhaps playing possum. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. Am I going crazy, guys? Please tell me you guys heard that music too. Obviously, Mystery Mask III did. Momentarily distracting him. Ooh! Down onto the knee with that pump handle neck breaker. Kept at bay. Jarek Lawson, hang on a minute. Gonna turn the page. And could have. Double M3 dead to rights. 1, 2. Trying to get that real cowboy-ish started up in here on Crossfire episode 4 as he prepares to face Jay Mamba next week at Point Break for the Rising Star Championship. Leg drop by Lawson. But wait a minute, Mystery Mask III with a sudden victory roll Does not lead to victory, though. Walks into a snapmare, stiff kick to the back. And Mystery Mask III is coming into this match off a win, his first win last week over Matthew Justice, but Lawson, ever since coming to Crossfire, has been a house of fire. Defeating Travis Baker in his debut, and then again in that mixed tag team match, and then a third time in the triple threat. You know, Travis Baker said it himself on Twitter, Jarek Lawson just seems to be my kryptonite. He's had my number again and again. We actually haven't seen Baker these last couple of weeks. We might not be seeing Jarek Lawson for very long. Tombstone, pile driver variation by Mystery Mask III gets only a 1 count? Forget the cowboy-ish. Jarek Lawson on some indie-ish right now. Mystery Max not going to let the opening get away from him, though. Jarek Lawson can't afford to lose here, especially after Mamba's big win at the top of the night. Lawson wants to be the favorite heading into Point Break and wants to leave as Rising Star champion. Cannonball senton all of Jarek's weight just right into the chest of Mystery Mask III, now sent back into the ring. In hot pursuit, Jarek Lawson has seen enough. Time to put this one away. The Spirit Bomb. Thanks for playing. 1, 2, 3. Jarek Lawson with another dub, man. This kid just continues to impress week after week after week. And I said earlier tonight that Jay Mamba may be a favorite going into Point Break after defeating Zach Angel, but it's a tough one to call. If I was a betting man, I'd be biting my fingernails. I want to know where to put my money. I wouldn't know which corner to slide my chips. All I know is it's going to be a good match. You can tell that for sure. Who will leave Point Break as the Rising Star champion? Some nice silence as we get these replays. And there's what did it after a cannonball senton on the outside. Jarek Lawson tossing double M3 back into the ring and a big old Spirit Bomb. Ruse the day. But what about that distraction? Why did the music go off again? Who keeps distracting Mystery Mask III? Maybe it's just the sound guy not knowing how to do his job. Oh yes. Are you guys ready? I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. This is going to steal the show. This could be a match of the year contender right here. I'm calling it. I mean, Jason Spade did win this year's Glammy Fort match of the year for his triple threat back at Battle Scars, where he defended his 0G championship successfully against Stefan Hastings and Ace Reeves. But now that he's on the other side come Point Break, challenging in a triple threat along with Ozone, the defending Zach Angel, will Spade become a 2-time 0G champion? Can't think about that right now, though, because this is a match he has been asking for quite a while. And Ozone was more than happy to oblige him. Falls count anywhere. The Twitter beef has been oh so real between these two, just week after week, for months, honestly. First, it started off subtle, you know, kind of a shot here, a shot there by Jason Spade, and then Ozone finally responded, and well, ever since then, it's just been nonstop fire set back and forth, and we saw that these two weren't even able to coexist last week in their tag team match, where they faced Zach Angel and Kingsley. Ozone just sat back and watched as Zach Angel forced Jason Spade to tap out a second time. Didn't even attempt to lift a finger and help him. But again, why would he? Both men said they would not be looking out for the other before that tag match. And well, they weren't lying. They made good on their word. Now it's time to see who truly the better man is. Before Point Break, where they'll be joined by Zach Angel in that triple threat for the Zero-G Championship. Zach Angel didn't have such a good night. Atop the Crossfire, taking an L thanks to Jay Mamba. And this is Falls Count Anywhere. That means no countouts, no disqualifications. Pinfall submissions, well, as the title suggests, count anywhere. In the ring, outside the ring, in the crowd, backstage, on the street, across the street at that bar. This fight could go anywhere. Very fitting for how these two feel about each other. I don't think that ring could contain them. Ozone had a hell of a start to the season, defeating Josh Wolf one-on-one. Now he looks to win his first CMV championship next week at Point Break, but standing in his way is Jason Spade. Jason Spade, who has mentioned before, receiving the award for Match of the Year, defending his championship valiantly at Battle Scars against Stephon Hastings and Ace Reeves. He's got some luck when it comes to triple threats. Will that luck continue at Point Break? Will we have our first ever two-time Zero-G champion in the form of Jason Spade? Spade has big aspirations this season here in CMV that go beyond the Zero-G championship, but all that he's got on that mind of his right now is whooping Ozone's behind from pillar to post right here tonight. Taking a bit of fabric with him right there. No big deal. Look at Ozone, the disrespect, not even giving Jason Spade the ring for his entrance. Refusing to move. The two just bumping into each other. Like, the passive aggressiveness is real. I don't know if I've ever seen such angst between two superstars like this. Jason Spade backstage earlier tonight, and I walked past him, asked him how he was doing. He didn't even acknowledge me. He was sitting on a crate, his knee was going up and down. You could tell he was just, the cogs in his mind were turning. He was thinking about what he's going to do to Ozone in this match. Jason Spade not backing down. Probably not how you thought this match would start. A collar and elbow tie-up, but maybe Jason Spade wants to embarrass Ozone, out-wrestle him, because I would say that Jason Spade is the better wrestler between these two, but when it comes to taking those high-risk, those high-risk, attempts off the top rope or the ropes, and Ozone might have Spade beat there. And in terms of speed as well, I mean, Jason Spade is one of the fastest superstars, not just on Crossfire, but maybe in all of CMV. The same can be said about Ozone, and, well, from what we've seen from Ozone these last few months, don't let that size of his fool you. He jacked up in the offseason. I mean, so much so that the freaking sleeves on his outfit popped off. He's got those guns. Maybe that'll be the thing that gets him the advantage in the end here over Jason Spade. That kick just pissed Ozone off. You see Jason Spade was going in with a combination. As soon as he hit that kick, Ozone was like, what? I'm trying to break my knee? Having absolutely none of it, but there's the craftiness of Jason Spade. A victory roll out of thin air actually gets a very close count. And Spade touching the canvas saying, this is my ring. Daring Ozone to join him within. Elbow to the side of the head. Trying to use those freaking horns of his. I still don't know if those are entirely legal. I still want to consult a lawyer or something. I got to talk to Ken Donahue. I mean, I don't want to get Ozone in trouble or anything, but I feel like that's not very fair. Those are straight up horns. And those are what he used to beat Josh Wolf in their match a few weeks ago. He rammed those horns right into Wolf's chest. Can't blame him for not being able to kick out of that. If he does the same to Jason Spade here, could be 9-9, or maybe that last call off the top rope will do it. Not even an attempted pin. I guess that shows a sliver of respect. Ozone knows it's going to take more than that to keep down the former Zero-G champion. Nice takedown. Hang on! Spade! 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 With the crossface, the modified crossface! Ozone's trapped. Able to get onto his back, though, and from there, a knee to the back of Spade's head and a punch straight to the bridge of the nose. Goes for the clothesline. Spade ducks. As Ozone turns around, Spade coming at him. No signs of slowing down over the knee. Big knee to the face. Definitely saw some spit go fly, maybe even a tooth. Why not a third time? Just trying to cave that face in, and Spade, veteran instinct, knowing where he is, rolls out onto the apron. But remember, it's falls count anywhere. He could be pinned on that apron. A very interesting maneuver there by Spade. Because of the camera angle, didn't really see what it was, but I think he just jumped over the top and kind of like nonchalantly kicked him in the face. It worked, though. Can't knock it. Elbow to the knee. It might be the strategy of Ozone to try to take out those legs of Jason Spade. Man, look at this. No disqualifications. Ozone completely in his... Oh! Completely allowed to do that, using the ropes for leverage. And then the pendulum meteora. Oh, Spade! I guess targeting those legs didn't do much good. The double boot stomp can come out of nowhere. Spade has literally dozens of ways he can hit you with that. Forearm smash rocks him for just a moment. It's enough time for Ozone to get off a massive lariat. And from the corner, charging full steam ahead. Spear! Spear! With the bull's horns. Splitting Spade in two. 1, 2. Oh, but Spade with little to spare. Ozone doesn't mind it, though, arguing with the ref for a second, but then realizing he's still in the driver's seat, wanting to stay on top of Jason Spade. Can't give someone... Oh, Superman punch it. And Spade, no time to think about what comes next. Lands in lobotomy. Will that be GG for Ozone? 1, 2, no. Both men now surviving the other's biggest move, but Jason Spade apparently has got some more in supply. A second Landenberg lobotomy. Back to back. 1, 2. What? You gotta be kidding me. Jason Spade looking up at referee James like, you're out of your mind. But Spade's not a dumb man. Can't give Ozone any room to breathe. Can't give him a chance to come back. He is still on spaghetti legs after those 2 Landenberg lobotomies. Maybe it wasn't enough to get the 3, but Ozone is certainly hurting right now. Spade is going in for the kill. Irish whip on the rebound. Arm drag takedown, face to face they stand. Nice evasion by Jason Spade, going after those legs again. This time it seems to work a bit better. Elbow to the side of the head. Irish whip. Spade in the corner. Ozone's coming after him slowly but surely. Nice edge chop. Jason Spade shows him how it's done. Irish whip on the apron, hanging out for dear life. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Goodbye, Ozone. And Jason Spade saying, what you got, big man? Maybe not all that impressed. This match is largely revolved around the trash talk. It seems like every single time one of these guys hits a big move, they have to rub it in the other's face before they actually try to go for the pin or anything. Ozone. He's got something planned, and it is not going to be pretty. Jason Spade off the apron. And there it is, Ozone. For the benefit of those with flash photography, striking a quick 5-second pose. Falls count anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Referee James keeping a close eye on these two. Another double boot stomp through the victory roll. Spade, what's he thinking? He's got a fire in his eyes. DDT. Grabbing the horns, trying to yank them off. Ozone reels him in for a clothesline. Keeping a safe distance as the official, and I don't blame him. Oh, he's still not safe, though. Gets Ozone thrown right into him. Double guns, Jason Spade. Is he going to do what I think he's going to do? Into the front headlock. Double leg takedown and just swinging. He's had enough. All that hatred boiling over. Spade can no longer contain himself. And neither can Ozone. Gouging the eyes. See, this is not normally how either man operates, but they hate each other so much. They're kind of just devolving before our eyes. Here we go again. Jason Spade just swinging for the fences. I don't know if a lot of those punches got through, though. Ozone doing a good job protecting his face. Not so much from that stomp, though. What is this? Oh! Mamma mia! Knee to the temple. I think Ozone's napping. Spade should have gone for the pin right there. Now he's taking too long. And Ozone with a European uppercut. Wait a minute. No. Ozone. Oh my God! A giant swing into the freaking barricade. The shoulder of the former Zero-G champion just crushed. And now this match is on a time limit. Jason Spade has got to put this one away sooner rather than later, because that shoulder of his could play a big factor. There's no way that it's not hurting him right now. We got the perfect angle of it just getting absolutely smacked into the barricade, and Ozone willing to go that far. Tries to put Spade down, a full mount, open palms getting through. Ozone busted open. Back body drop. The masked daredevil. Kind of a hip toss. Maybe belly to belly suplex variation, whatever you want to call it. It sets Jason Spade up. What the hell is this? Oh! Powerbomb. 1, 2. Spade, what is it going to take to keep this man down? Ozone can't believe it. Every single fan is on their feet right now. Look out at that crowd. They don't want to miss a second of this. Did I call it or did I call it? I think it was pretty obvious these two were going to blow the roof off the place, though. Spade desperately clinging to the ropes, picking himself up. Clothesline. Spade with a soccer ball kick to the upper back. Looking Ozone right in those eyes. Gets an elbow to the knee. Tries to go low. A knee is waiting for him. Irish whip. These two just think so quickly. Their reflexes are unmatched. And Ozone's hammering the top of the head. Stomp to the chest. Now, one after the other, again and again and again. This is turning into a fight. It started off as a great match, but now it's a fight. They're just beating the piss out of each other. Up on the one knee, telling Spade, beg. Beg for mercy, but Spade will never. Hurricane Rana DDT, spiking Ozone. Going for those legs. Ozone's ready for him. Double boots to the chest, keeping him at bay. Ozone looks around like maybe I made a mistake. Second guessing himself. He's done just about everything he could think of. And Spade continues to kick out. Another double boot stop. Hit the arm that time. Right on the hand. Well, Jason Spade got his shoulder jacked up. Now Ozone's got his hand in pieces. The BFT knee strike discus clothesline combination comes together nicely. Double boot stomp. Will we get the Borton special? No, not tonight. Spade is his own man. Knee to the face! Spade says, you want to play like that? All right, I got you, son. Make sure you never smell anything right again. Man, the amount of hits that these two have taken in this match would be more than enough to topple any normal man. Should it be more than enough to topple the majority of the roster, probably? I think the only thing keeping them going is their this pure hatred for one another. They don't want to give the other guy the satisfaction. But they got to think about Point Break. They got to think about the Zero-G Championship match. The longer this one goes, the more that Zach Angel has a better chance of leaving still champion. Package pile driver on the outside. 1, 2, 3. There was no kicking out of that. Ozone taking Spade to the outside and head first onto what is essentially concrete. Let's be honest. Those pads, they don't do a whole lot. I don't know whether to be happy for Ozone or just plain happy that the match is over. For both these, who's coming out of the, someone's coming out of the shadows. I can't see though, it's so dark in here. It's Angel! It's Zach Angel with a kendo stick in hand! A kendo stick! Zach Angel to the gut of Ozone! Jason Spade is still unconscious at ringside, and Zach Angel is just swinging for the fences. Batter up, and look at Spade. Spade is just leaving. He has no intention of helping Ozone here. Absolutely not even trying to help. Just going to the back, and why would he? Angel's just waiting, saying, come on, boy, what you got? Well, wait a minute, Ozone, spirit bomb by Ozone. And it seems as though the attack is backfired. Ozone is still standing. Are we looking at the next Zero-G champion? Well, guys, after that incredibly hard to watch brawl between Ozone and Jason Spade, followed by the, well, attempted attack by Zach Angel that probably didn't go exactly how he wanted it to. we move on, and still a lot to look forward to, including our main event, guys. #1 contenders match. We're finally going to find out who faces RVW for the Women's Championship at Point Break. Kelsey Hayes versus Ashley Rain tonight. But first, we've got Adam Richards set to take on Willie Sullivan. Adam Richards fresh off of that win over Ace Reeves last week. And, well, all of our conspiracy theories have finally been confirmed. Hayden, in an exclusive last week, live from his hot tub, apparently was celebrating having a party at his estates, confirmed all of our suspicions that he and Adam Richards are in cahoots all along. That Hayden recruited Adam Richards to take out Randy Borton and made sure that he was in town for the first episode of Crossfire, and it was Hayden who called Ken Donahue, offering himself to replace Borton and subsequently becoming global champion. So, speaking of, I think it's Borton! It's the Moo Moo Man! Randy Borton's back! We haven't seen him since that attack 4 weeks ago! The Milkman has returned! And Adam Richards is baffled, but quickly trying to refocus Borton. We knew he wasn't going to stay down for long, baby. Adam Richards cost him a chance to become world champion again. Thought he was clear and free, but Richards was dead wrong. These two beating the snot out of each other on the ramp. Where was Borton hiding all night? Adam Richards had no idea. Overhand punch caught, punch to the midsection. Adam Richards maybe going to try to finish the job. I have a bad feeling of, considering what happened the last time Adam Richards got his hands on Randy Borton. We need to get some people out here right now. They stand face to face, a wave of security rushing down the ramp to separate these two before it gets any worse. But Randy Borton is back, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like he has a thirst for vengeance. It has been a wild, wild, wild 48 minutes here on this episode of Crossfire, guys. Episode 4, the go-home edition before next week's huge cross-branded Point Break event. Very, very, very much looking forward to it. As I said at the top of the stream, more than likely it's going to be in 2 parts, next Thursday and Friday. That's what I'm planning right now. That might change. If it does, though, y'all will be the first to know on either our Discord or our... Both can be accessed in the chat, ! Twitter, ! Discord, if you are at all interested. But at that event, we're going to find out who challenges RVW for her Women's Championship in our main event a little bit later on when Kelsey Hayes faces Ashley Rain, guys. But right now, it is the return of Rose Beauchamp, her first match this season, and Rami Young's as well, as a matter of fact. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, we've seen her ringside for Joseph Santos in his matches as of late, but finally time for her to lace up a pair of boots, and, well, quite a first task in the form of the damn near 7 foot tall, damn near 300-pound Rose Beauchamp, who dominated the women's Beauchamp. What was I about to say? The women's division last season. Definitely good to see both of these gals back in the ring. They want to better their odds of possibly obtaining a future shot at the Women's Championship. I'd like to ask Rami Young how Joseph Santos is feeling about what happened earlier tonight. Oh man, Rami Young though might not be able to respond after that tornado bomb off the top rope. Good lord, Beauchamp has not missed a step, has she? In fact, she looks even better than she did last season. It's obvious she spent these last few months training, hitting the gym extra hard. She wants this to be her season, and in May, Rami Young getting twisted in that torture rack, but 3 punches to the back of the head later, and she is on her own 2 feet again. Irish whip into the corner, knife edge chop, arm drag takedown. Beauchamp with a double axe handle. Rami Young is quick to catch it, though. Let's not forget, Rami Young last season became #1 contender for the Women's Championship. Her and Ashley Rain had a great match, as a matter of fact. I believe it was in South Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Checkpoint, South Carolina, that is. Perhaps Ashley Rain will once again be Women's Champion once the week is out. That's if she overcomes Kelsey Hayes in tonight's main event. What goes down at Point Break? We'll have to wait and see. Shining Wizard by Rami Young. Knocking that dust off her shoulders. I don't think anybody in the crowd really gives Rami Young much of a chance here, but she is certainly holding her own. Boot to the throat. Using the top rope for an added bit of leverage. Back body drop. Grabs the hair. Beauchamp we know to be rough and tough. What she does in that ring is not pretty, but it is effective. I believe Beauchamp has only been defeated here in CMV a handful of times, maybe 3 or 4 times. There's a good reason why we're seeing it right here. As if Rose Beauchamp was just manufactured in a lab. She's just the absolute perfect athlete. Knee to the midsection. I bet that Rose Beauchamp could probably take a fight to the majority of the men on the roster. She should go and join Dada. Rami Young forced to take a momentary sabbatical, catch her breath at ringside. Forearm smash to Rose doesn't seem to have much of an effect. Up against the ropes, Rami Young gonna use her environment like a tag team partner. Might be the only way she overcomes Beauchamp. Sternum into the ropes and then falling back first onto those double knees. Kick to the gut. Rami Young, DDT. Rose Beauchamp, though, as if it tickled, instantaneously begins to pick herself up. There we go again. It worked so well the first time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. We know what Rami Young wants to go for, though. That moonsault off the top rope, and just as I say it, scaling to the high-ranked district, caution to the wind. Oh, no, a double stomp. Changing it up a bit. A big Jason Spade fan. Who isn't, though, right? Kick gets caught. Retaliates. Oh, and a stomp to the quad. Snapmare goes down. Kick to the back. Tries to go high. Rose Beauchamp ducks it, though. Oh, man, it walks right into a military press. The height on that one. Hopefully, Rami Young ain't afraid of heights. I think everybody would be, though. Being held up by Rose Beauchamp. Rami Young off the ropes, back body drop, refusing to stay down, but might not have a choice after that ring-shaking spine buster. And still not done, but Rami Young might be. Kick sends it back her way, and just running right over her with that shoulder block. All the weight of Rose Beauchamp across the ribs of Rami Young, and now a knuckle sandwich, the force being applied, trying to crush Rami's skull. And I honestly wouldn't be too surprised if Rose Beauchamp could do it. Trying to go for a dropkick. You don't usually see that from someone the size of Beauchamp. Back body drop out of the ring, and Rose Beauchamp like, where are you going? Body block Didn't fully connect. Kind of turned into a impromptu punch. That's an out sidewalk slam executed to perfection. And on the outside, Rami Young kind of sounded like a bug off a windshield. Splat! Gut first into the apron. Rose Beauchamp is just having some fun now. And who's going to stop her? Who's going to stop her? Down on one knee. Rami Young. Maybe she'll be the one. Or maybe not.
6.
Beauchamp wants to get back out of the ring. They have until 20. Maybe Beauchamp's going to take that count-out win. Why not? She has nothing to prove. Second thoughts, though. Breaking the count. Rami Young just now getting back to her feet. Charges! But meets that brick wall.
3.
Rami Young giving Rose Beauchamp a fight, and you've got to respect that. But it seems like she's maybe losing her marbles a little bit, just walking around in circles. Breaks the count. It was only at 3. I don't know if she necessarily had to do that. Just wants to be sure, though, I guess.
2.
Helping Rose Beauchamp to her feet. What a great humanitarian. Into the steel steps, though. Not so much. And again. This is slowly, and I do mean literally slowly, turning into a bit of a tussle between these two.
6.
Rami Young, I think, knows at this point that she's got to do everything she can. Has to use every single asset at her disposal, including those steel steps, to get an advantage. Beauchamp over the top rope, stalking Rami Young. Oh, knee to the gut, double axe handle. Dragged by arm and leg, completely out of it. It's Rami Young right now. Beauchamp deadlifts her up off the canvas. Gut-wrench powerbomb. Just a gut-wrench suplex, rather. Dragon screw, though, shows that Rami Young still got some life left in her yet. The Misfit wants to make it back to the top. And shades of her boyfriend, Joseph Santos. The knee to the side of the head. 1, 2. Oh. Beauchamp able to kick out, but you can tell that her eyes are a bit glossed over. She's not feeling too hot right now. Hurling Rami through the air with that suplex toss. Like that's a freaking sport. Like the further she throws her, the more points she scores. Single knee backbreaker. Again dragged by arm and leg. None of you perverts better be taking a look, you know. This is a Christian family show. Rose Beauchamp just uses her weight so expertly. Power of hers could rival some of the best in CMV. I'd like to see Rose Beauchamp and Guri Sukhanov having an arm wrestling competition. I don't know who I'd put my money on. Spinning soul kick. Rose Beauchamp takes her into a front headlock. Now a single knee gutbuster. Rami Young rolls to the outside where she cannot be pinned. That's not going to stop Rose Beauchamp from coming to collect. Massive punch to the gut. Rami Young into the barricade. Looking for some sort of refuge, but there's nothing there. Now she gets a taste of the steel steps. All around the ringside area.
4.
Rose Beauchamp
5.
at her own pace. Very methodical when she has her way.
7.
On one knee, Rami Young trying her very best to keep fighting, but there's got to be a moment. Oh! gut first. Into the security wall, headbutt. As Rami shaking off the cobwebs in a DDT. And shook the freaking hard camera. Count of 10.
11.
Both women down. 12. Rami Young starting to stir. That seemed to take just as much out of Beauchamp though as it did Young. There we go into the ring. Just at the count of 14. Rami, you gotta respect the fact, man, that she ain't backing down at all. She is giving her fight in this match from bell to bell. Big boot by Beauchamp, double chop to the chest. On the rebound, Rami Young sidesteps it, Hurricane Rana from the Misfit. And once again, laying ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Rose Beauchamp catching her breath. Gonna play the in and out game real quick. Rami Young caught off to the side. And Rose Beauchamp, rolling cutter. Off the shoulder, shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Rose Beauchamp is victorious. One minor mistake by Rami Young is all that Rose Beauchamp needed. As soon as she got into that ring, Rose Beauchamp blindsided her. And Rami Young put up a hell of a fight. Rose Beauchamp lives for the fight. Rami offers a handshake and Beauchamp takes it. Always love to see that sportsmanship. Rose Beauchamp is back though. Message sent to the women's division with that emphatic victory. Well, my fine feathered friends, still to come here on episode number 4 of Crossfire. We've got our main event number 1 contenders match. Who's going to Point Break to challenge RBW for her women's championship? Will it be Kelsey Hayes or will it be Ashley Rain? But first here on our co-main event, it is 2 former Alpha World Champions about to collide as Kevin Silva takes on Josh Wolf. This season has not been the very best so far for Wolf after ending things very strongly last season. Took that loss to Ozone and then a tag team defeat last week on Supremacy. Robert Cross and Ryan Kent defeating Wolf and his partner in Diamond. Wolf has a chance to turn it all around though, not only right here, right now, but at Point Break. It's been confirmed Wolf, with some athleticism we've not really seen out of him lately. As I was saying, though, it has been confirmed Wolf, Ryan Kent will go one-on-one next week at Point Break. So kind of a warm-up match for Josh Wolf here as he gets set to take on another former Alpha World Champion in the form of Ryan Kent. The Portuguese god of wrestling, Kevin Silva, would prove to be a considerable roadblock. There's the lovely Saria at ringside. We've seen her lacing up a pair of boots and stepping into the ring these last few weeks. But for tonight, reverting to her old post of managing Silva. Not only a former Alpha World Champion, but the last ever Alpha Alpha World Champion. Josh Wolf. I don't know what's gotten into him this season, but he needs to find that aggression again, and maybe he has. So far, so good against Kevin Silva. Looking like an A-plus player once more. Don't want to speak too soon, though. Goes for a discus clothesline. Kevin Silva with a crossface. Crossface by Kevin Silva. Josh will be able to roll through, though. Now, keep in mind, Josh Wolf, I don't want to make excuses for him. We all know I'm not a big fan of Wolf, not anymore in his tactics, but, you know, his loss to Ozone was because Ozone used those horns on his head to damn near impale Wolf's chest. And then in the tag team match last week, Wolf wasn't the one pinned. Robert Cross pinned Chris Diamond. But the fact of the matter is, Wolf has been losing. And people are starting to take notice. Including Ryan Kent, who says he's returned to CMV for the thrill of the hunt. He wants his biggest kill yet. He wants to mount Fenrir's head on his mantle. And he'll have his chance to do that at Point Break. But these last few weeks, Ryan Kent, like a good hunter does, has been stalking his prey, making Josh Wolf sweat. There's no doubt that Ryan Kent is watching this match right now, from wherever he may be. Wolf's got to know that too, and he wants to use Kevin Silva to send a message, make an example of him. And Zaguri to the side of the head. Some more punches to the temple and face first into the canvas. Get a float over DDT. Oh, and here comes Saria, the sneaky vixen, doing her job. Kevin Silva back to his feet. Freezes though, and Josh Wolf on the hunt! On the hunt! Fenrir swooping in to pick up the dub, a much needed dub for Wolf here tonight. And now one has to wonder what Ryan Kent is thinking. Josh Wolf able to get out of his own head, focus on the task at hand, and when he does that, he is deadly, as evident by what we just saw go down in that Crossfire ring. If Josh Wolf brings this to Point Break, Ryan Kent might regret going on the hunt. And before we get into our main event, where indeed Kelsey Hayes will meet Ashley Rain one-on-one in a number one contenders match, guys, the big dog is going to return to his yard. Yes, the first time since Ascendance, we are seeing Pierre Thompson back in a CMV ring, and he has requested some time. Apparently he's got something on his mind, and he wants to let the CMV universe know what it is. Like I said, last time we saw Pierre Thompson was after his victory over Brian Jacobson at Ascendance. After that big dub, took a sabbatical. Doesn't seem like he skipped gym day, though. Looking ripped. In excellent shape. So what does Pierre Thompson have to say to the CMV universe and the locker room? When I hold this microphone, that means it's time for all of you to shut up. I'm the one who gets to talk, not any of you. Nobody here paid money to hear any of you talk. Pierre Thompson, he requested these few minutes. Just wants to let everybody know in the CM universe that the spotlight is on him. I'm damn sick and tired of being looked over in this crappy company. I'm the best at everything. So why am I not at the top? Why? Someone tell me. No, don't tell me. Don't say a word. I couldn't care less about you people. I only care about me. So taking some shots at CMV as a company and further insulting this crowd, all the fans watching at home. The bottom line is this. You people don't deserve me. I'm the kind of superstar you only see once in a generation. But you want superstars that'll come out here and be your clown, crack jokes and let you sing along with their catchphrases. Well, I'd rather be hated than to be your puppet. Honestly, some intriguing words by Pierre Thompson. He's not going to play favorite. He's here to be his own man. I'm not going to leave this arena until I'm given the match I want. I'll be here all night if I have to. I don't care. I'm not letting another minute go by until I'm given what I deserve. So Pierre Thompson apparently wants a particular match. What that match is, I guess we're not privy to just yet, but he says he's demanding it. If I run into any other superstars backstage, all these superstars that judge and underestimate me, well then luckily I'll keep my composure and integrity because I have a status to maintain as a superior man and the finest gentleman in CMV. Ha! Pierre Thompson saying basically he's not going to fight anybody until he's given what he wants. Pierre Thompson returning to CMV with some harsh words, not only for the company, but for the fans and for everyone in the locker room. He wants a match. What that match is, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But now it is time for our main event of the evening. Lads and gents, Kelsey Hayes, Ashley Rain, one-on-one. Who is going to Point Break to challenge RVW for the CMV Women's Championship? Both these gals have legitimate claims to the title shot, but only one can get the opportunity next week at Point Break. Who is it going to be? The first ever CMV Women's Champion and Kelsey Hayes, or who many consider one of the very best, if not the best, women's champions in CMV history, Ashley Rain. No matter who, RBW has got a challenge, a big challenge coming her way at the pay-per-view. And I'm looking forward to it. Whether it's Hayes, whether it's Rain, Ish is going to go down for real. Who is the better woman, though? Who deserves a shot more? Kelsey Hayes having her name thrown into the hat after a non-title victory over RVW a couple of weeks ago here on Crossfire. And an outcome that shocked a great many, not only in the CMV universe, but backstage as well. I don't know what this little dance Kelsey Hayes is doing, but to each their own. And beyond that, again, Kelsey Hayes is the inaugural CMV Women's Champion. She kicked off the revival of the women's division last season on top. It's been a long journey since then back to the top of the mountain. She's oh so close. She knows she can beat RVW. Can she beat Ashley Rain, though? Let's not forget, last week we had that huge triple threat tornado tag team match. It was at Kelsey Hayes and Saria taking on a Huggin' and Sluggin' and the China Pulling Connection, Xiao Rong and Riley Van Wilson. And in the end, it was Wrong and RVW who came up with the victory Ashley Rain, ladies and gentlemen. Every single time she comes out, you can't really help but to just form a smile on your face. The small but mighty one has defied all expectations. You know, many in the medical world thought that she was going to be out for much, much longer with that knee/shin injury that was inflicted upon her by RVW at the end of last season. Departure, Riley Van Wilson shattered Ashley Rain's shin in order to win the women's championship. But it only took a few short months for Ashley Rain to rehab. She spent every day trying to get back to 100%. Maybe she's still not there quite yet, but in this past month and a half or so, it certainly seems like she hasn't missed a step. I guess we'll truly find out right here, right now. As she takes on Kelsey Hayes. You know who's watching this one from backstage, eyes glued to the screen. Riley Van Wilson. Pushed back, Kelsey Hayes. Taken down with a very, very smooth snap suplex. Floats over for a cover, but doesn't even get a 1 count. And I think Riley Van Wilson, I'd like to hear her take who she would prefer to face at Point Break. I have to imagine that she would love to try and get that win back from Kelsey Hayes. But also, guys, we've never seen Riley Van Wilson and Ashley Rain have a singles match with a definitive outcome. The one and only time they ever faced each other one-on-one was last season for the Women's Championship. But if you recall, Amy Winters got involved. And so the finish of that match was kind of murky. And then at Departure, it was a triple threat. It was Ashley Rain, Riley Van Wilson, and Sonya Octave. And that's where, of course, Riley Van Wilson won the Women's Championship by shattering Ashley Rain's shin. Still wearing that knee brace. Kelsey Hayes. She's smart, and I know that she is. She'll target that knee. I don't want to give her any ideas or anything, but I mean, when you got a target on you that size, it's hard to imagine that it won't be used against her. And I think Ashley Rain knows that. She ain't stupid either. Turning her out of the corner, Rain. Rolling neck snap. Ashley Rain, of course, a high flyer. She loves soaring through the air off the top rope. We've seen her kind of do a lot less, though, this past month and a half because of her injury. So that automatically, just right off the top, kind of makes Rain the underdog in any given matchup she may be in, because one of her biggest assets is kind of chopped in half. She's already handicapped from the get-go. But even handicapped, Ashley Rain is still one of the best that this division has to offer. Implant Buster by Kelsey Hayes. Into the pin. Does Hayes go to Point Break? 1, 2. Trying to ruin the journey of Ashley Rain, the work that she's put in these last 4 months, busting her behind, day in and day out, rehabbing in the gym, physical therapy, all to reclaim that women's championship. The women's championship she never really got a rightful rematch for. Oh! Kelsey Hayes using that big old behind of hers, as she usually does, going for the rear end. Gets a hurricanrana. Ashley Rain was able to evade the dunk in her face, but not able to capitalize on it. Has to think quicker than that. I mean, when you've got a derriere that large, you'd be foolish not to use it as an asset, if you will. Pendulum backbreaker. Kelsey Hayes with a little bow. Oh, there you go. She knows what she brings to the dance. Don't knock it either. That's what brought Kelsey Hayes her reign as women's champion. Down on the one knee. Ashley Rain, though, she brings heart to every fight she's in. Soul, fire, and passion, and a desire to be the very best. That knife edge chop was nasty. Right across the face. Ashley Rain is feeling some type of way right now. Oh, Tiger Bomb! 1, 2, 3! Kelsey Hayes is going to Point Break, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I did not see this coming. Kelsey Hayes besting Ashley Rain and punches her ticket to a match with RBW at Point Break for the title. But wait a minute, Kelsey Hayes isn't content attacking Ashley Rain. She's defenseless. Despicable, but a clear message sent, and one that could not be mistaken. Riley Van Wilson, if she's watching, I'd hold that title tight. Well, guys, thank you as always for tuning in and watching along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the show. If you did and you are not yet, make sure you drop a follow so that you get those notifications when I go live the next time, which will be later on tonight, probably in like an hour or so for Supremacy. Cheeky double today. And then Point Break next week. Very excited. Huge. One of the biggest pay-per-views we've had in a long time here in CMV. It's going to be a good one. So make sure you stick around for that. But if I do not see you later on tonight, then I hope you have a great weekend. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.